just breaking news.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, just announced that the Canadians would unilaterally ban Russian crude oil imports. I know you just talked a lot about how you're taking into account how this will impact the Europeans, but is there something you would just do unilaterally, not as a coordinated effort?
From the beginning, again, all options remain on the table. You have seen us take a number of actions over the last several days that play that out, but I don't have anything to predict at this point other than to reiterate that we have really worked to take steps in lockstep with the Europeans and a number of our NATO partners. Go ahead.
Thanks, Jen. On Friday, you said this is not a moment where diplomacy feels appropriate. The French president talked with Putin hours ago. So have the discussions between the Russian and Ukrainian delegations changed, or how are they influencing President Biden's stance on having leader-to-leader discussions? We're a few days out from that.
Nothing has changed in terms of this president's assessment of having a conversation or engagement with President Putin. As we've said before, we're not ruling it out ever. It just is not the appropriate moment or the moment for the United States president to have a conversation with the president of a country invading a sovereign country. That's our view. Other countries make their own decisions. In terms of the engagements or discussion between the Ukrainians and the Russians, I'd really point you to the Ukrainians to get more of a readout from that. There have been reports that those will continue. I would point you to them to confirm whether that is the case, and I expect we will be in touch with the Ukrainians as we are nearly every day.
At the beginning, you kind of outlined all of the support being given, not just by the United States, but other countries who typically have not done so. But I wonder if the administration has any concerns about how President Putin will use that as an excuse to escalate and possibly attack NATO allies, considering his warnings about the West getting involved in this crisis.
Well, I think it's important to step back and remember who the aggressor is here. The aggressor is President Putin. The aggressor is the Russian military at the direction of President Putin into a sovereign country. The world is standing up against this aggression, and he is feeling the impact already of the financial sanctions and consequences. If you just look purely at the impact on the Russian economy, even today, the ruble fell 20 to 25% and is trading at its weakest level ever. The Russian stock market was kept closed today, likely due to a fear of capital flight once it opens. The Russian central bank more than doubled their key interest rate to 20%, the highest in almost 20 years. This is the world saying this is not acceptable. It is now up to President Putin, if he wants those circumstances to change his own behavior.
Last one,